What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the JTW Sports Show. Today's a good one, man. We got some more NFL talk going on today. A couple headliner news from this past weekend's game. We're recording on Monday, so the Monday night game has not happened yet. So just keep that in mind. Hey, Will, TJ, how you guys doing? How you feeling?
I'm great. I'm great. There was a bunch of things that happened yesterday, so I want to talk about those.
It's another Sunday come and gone, and here we are going into week 8 now.
Week 8, dude. It's been
We've already gone through 7 weeks of the NFL.
I know. I was looking
at college football.
I was looking at the standings, and I was like, "Wow! Like we're almost halfway through. Like it doesn't feel like it."
I'm glad it's not just me that's been feeling that way, but yeah, dude, it's flown
this
by.
Season's been so flying.
Much. Yeah, there's been a bunch of news, a bunch of just like strange games from some like strange teams. The first one I want to talk about, I don't know if you guys can guess, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. What the hell happened?
Yeah, man. I'm not saying we called it, but we said the Titans got back on track last week with that win against the Bills, and I said A.J. Brown finally got into his groove. A.J. Brown had 8 receptions, 133 yards, and a touchdown. Derrick Henry he only had 86 yards. They didn't need it. They were
passing touchdown.
Yeah, he had a passing touchdown, but like they were.
Tannehill stepped up to the plate, though.
I don't even think this is so much the Titans. I think this is the Chiefs. They suck.
Yeah, they're bad.
They're bad.
They've been.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm saying like there's been a bunch of like sites and like we do our power rankings. We see some power rankings from other sites, and they still have the Chiefs in the top 10 at least going into this week. They might not even be top 20. It's bad.
I know. Last week we said they would have a chance to make the playoffs. I don't see it, bro. I mean, they just
Mahomes got to get rid of the interceptions.
He's turnovers in general. He's leading the league now.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it to a certain extent. I mean, he's trying to do what he can out there. I mean,
it's not all on him. It's a team game, but he's the focal point. He's your $500 million guy that's supposed to lead your team to Super Bowl after Super Bowl. And I'm guessing Tom Brady's still living in his head rent free because, they've not played well since that Super Bowl.
If Patrick Mahomes is the leading rusher on your team, like, you're not going to win the game. I'm sorry.
No.
Like, they ran the ball 13 times that whole game.
It's not the Chiefs that we've grown to love over the past couple of years. It's not the super dynamic Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Pat Mahomes game. It's more of like, oh shoot, we're down. Let's try to do something crazy. Pat just threw a pick. It's been bad, dude. It's not been fun to watch. It's been pretty depressing to watch. Like they're bad. I don't have any other words for them. They're bad.
They're not the same team.
Good.
I'm looking at
the Falcons have a better record than them now. Like, it says a lot.
You said the turnover thing. They have turned the ball over 17 times in 7 games. That is
can't have it, boys.
That is a ton. But on the other side of things, some teams that are looking good in the AFC, I want to talk about it. The Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, let's be real. They might be legit. They are leading the AFC right now. They are sitting at the number 1 seed. And I was going to ask y'all a question. Like, do you think they can keep this up and make the playoffs? Obviously, they're sitting at 1 right now. There's still 10 games left. But,
I think they could keep it up. Do they play the Bills at all? Because that's the game that I'm interested to see is them and the Bills play each other. Or they already play the season.
They do not play the Bills.
They do not play the Bills. We said it last week. Ravens, they finally are here. They're starting to play like a team. They found it together. And then come Sunday.
Cincinnati.
They look so complete. Watching them all around. Coming into the season, they had a lot of question marks around some certain positions. And obviously Jamar Chase has shown that he is quite clearly the front runner for the offensive rookie of the year. He's shown that he might be a already top 20, top 15 receiver in the league.
He's better than Justin Jefferson.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, you know what? I'll say it too. I think he's better than Justin Jefferson. Obviously, they're different teams, different players, but man, dude, I don't know. It's tough. Like, they're easily comparable. They're kind of like Odell and Jarvis Landry, and they played on the same team in college. But I think, oh man, I hate saying that because Justin Jefferson's shown that he's already one of the top talents in the league. But Jamar Chase, he's already broken the the rookie receiving record, 7 games or something like that.
He has like 754
which
yards.
I'm pretty sure Justin Jefferson broke last year. So,
what about them LSU receivers, man?
I was reading about the Bengals and watching videos and stuff, and so they rose a question: who's a better quarterback, Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson?
Joe Burrow.
You guys say Joe Burrow, but at the same time, they're somewhat two different styles of QBs.
I understand. Who do you want for your team? Do you want Lamar Jackson?
I want to take Joe Burrow right now because he said a couple weeks ago, and his confidence. One thing always, even when they won the Natty, was Joe Burrow's got more confidence than anybody. Almost to the point they're like,
he's cocky.
He's cocky as hell. I mean, he said a couple weeks ago when they played the Jags, he goes, "Give me the ball and it's over with." Like, I
mean, you could say that about Lamar too, though, because
you could say that, but Lamar decides not to turn that on until the fourth quarter every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lamar is one of those people. He's kind of in the Cam Newton, Tim Tebow, those kind of guys, as where they are not a great quarterback, but they are going to do what they can to win you the game. And when it comes down to it, Lamar, yes, he hasn't won in the playoffs, but he has won big games, in the regular season. And as of right now, I would pick Lamar, but Joe Burrow easily has a shot. My thing is it's too early. I mean, he got hurt last year. You didn't see him at all.
I don't know if it's too early, dude. I don't know if it's too early.
An injury that's not holding him back.
I'm about to say he's been
ACLs in 2021. ACLs are nothing, though. Let's be honest. I mean, players come back from those in 6-7 months in professional leagues. I'm just saying. I don't know if you can pick Joe Burrow quite yet. Like, yes, Joe Burrow has looked good this season, but
I think personally, from what I've seen between the two, I've liked what I've seen out of Joe Burrow more than Lamar Jackson. And I want to shout out Lamar Jackson. I want to take away any kind of hate towards him because he truly has shown that he is a thrower. He's been balling out, throwing the ball and running it this year, but there's just some intangibles you don't see in Lamar that Joe Burrow already has. He's already.
But there's stuff that you see in Lamar that Joe Burrow doesn't have.
All right,
but you could make that case for every single quarterback in the NFL.
No, but
nobody runs the ball like Lamar, though.
No,
don't know me. I've never been a big fan of Lamar, but I think I don't know. I'd still say you have to pick Lamar over Joe Burrow at this point in time. Now you asked me that
overall football player, I can agree with you. But for
at the end of the season, yes. Okay, I can understand that, but I'm saying who would you rather have for your team? And I guess it depends who you have on your team. What you have around him, but ask me that at the end of the season, and I might change my mind. But as of right now, I'm sticking with Lamar.
I'm sticking with Joe. I'm gonna say, hey, put him on the Falcons right now. All right, put Lamar and then Joe on the Falcons. Who do you think is gonna play better? I think Joe Burrow will play better because I think Joe Burrow has shown what a lot of even veteran quarterbacks still can't do to this day, and that's to make their players even better than they are.
Yeah.
Look at his tight end, and you knew I was gonna bring him up, C.J. Uzomah. C.J. Uzomah, shout out to you. Personal, we know each other personally, went to our high school, TJ and ours, so we've been following this kid for a long time, and he hasn't done anything in the NFL with his previous quarterbacks, but he gained his automatic connection with Joe Burrow, and look at him this past weekend, 2 touchdowns, I don't know how many yards he had, big plays for his team, and in the past, he's been the same player, but Joe Burrow is finding a way to get him the ball. He's making his players look better. He is making.
I think he brings a sense of swagger.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he has good weapons. Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, and T. Higgins are all really good weapons. I think their best thing they ever did was getting rid of AJ Green because I think AJ Green was kind of holding some of those guys back in the sense that we have to play AJ Green because he's AJ Green. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel that.
So, I mean, speaking on AJ Green, he's now doing things with the Cardinals, not what he was.
No. AJ Green's still a great player. He's
still an elite receiver. I mean, look at the Cardinals team that was. What were they last season? What they go? Would they end up last season?
I want to say they were like around 500ish, like 7-9.
Yeah. I mean, look at them now, 7-0. Yes, there's still 10 games left to play.
I'm gonna see.
But they are 7-0 while doing things that teams haven't been able to do. Kyler Murray is an absolute video game. Let's be honest. So he's making throws. D-Hop's playing unbelievable, but then they're establishing the run game in the second half once they get up. And that's what I like about this Cardinals team. And I want them to have the respect of no more of people going, oh, they're 7-0 because of this or because of that. No, they're 7-0 because they're good and they're playing like that.
Let's see.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, this Cardinals team is legit. And the one thing that's been keeping them as a good team and a contender is their lack of injuries.
Yeah.
So and that's what's been killing a bunch of teams around the league. Hell, you look at the Panthers, for example. They're one of the biggest teams, one of the best players in the league. He's been injured. They haven't been playing good. They've been losing ever since he's been out. And that's what's been killing the league is injuries this year.
I mean, look at the Broncos.
Cardinals have been staying away from that.
Broncos are down 8 linebackers to where just in today, Kenny Young got traded from the Rams to the Broncos for a 2024 7th-round pick.
The Cardinals were 8-8 last year, so they're 1 win away from matching their win total from last year. Honestly, I think they may have a legit shot at going undefeated. I don't think they will, just because I think
if there's a team to do it, it's going to be that team this year.
I don't know. They still later in the season game. They play the Rams, obviously.
They play the Packers this Thursday, which will be a testament to.
They play the Packers Thursday. They still play the Rams one more time, and they also have Dallas at the end of the season. So
I mean,
yeah.
The one other team though, I do want to,
They have a matchup with the Lions, best team in the league.
What are you saying?
One other team though, I do want to talk about. I mean, we gotta give it where credit's due. Last night, Tom Brady threw his 600th NFL touchdown.
Yeah, and then some dude got robbed. They were like,
let's be honest.
Okay, but did you see what he received? Did you see what he received?
Yeah, a jersey and a signed ball.
No, he got $1,000 to the team store, a signed game ball, and then he's getting sent multiple jerseys and multiple other things from Tom Brady.
That's cool. Imagine if you put that ball on eBay, how much money you would have made. He had control. He had control of the situation, and he let it go.
Bro, he was able to say, "I gave Tom Brady his 600 touchdown pass ball." You know how cool that is? I'd rather have that than.
And everybody now knows who he is.
Y'all have a broke mindset,
dude. No, I just say, okay, fine. You know what?
but I mean, that Bucs team
getting a bunch of stuff out of it.
Yeah,
good for him. Good for him.
But I mean, that Bucs team is playing unbelievable right now.
Yeah, and y'all were trying to talk down.
Okay. Early on in the season, they were having their hiccups.
Hey, who's been with them? Who's been with them since day one?
I never talked them down. I just said they're the Bucs. They're winning. Like, okay, so what? The Bucs are one of those teams.
Will face it. They're gonna win the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. The Bucs are one of those teams. It doesn't matter what they do in the regular season. They're all about the
no.
The playoffs.
Tom Brady is one of those teams that doesn't matter what he does in the regular season.
He's actually a player, not a team.
No, he is the team.
No,
wow, that was dumb.
I've said this for years.
He's the team. Is that why Mike Evans had 3 touchdowns in the first half?
Who threw him the touchdowns?
Who got open?
Brady.
Who got open?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Howard.
No, but I have said though, and I don't know if y'all would agree. Regular season Tom and playoff Tom are 2 different people.
Yes, we all agree with that. That's why I'm saying, like, yeah, all right, it's cool what they're doing in the regular season. It does not matter though, because Tom Brady is one. For the last 10 years, it's been Tom Brady playoffs. It's not Tom Brady regular season.
And, you know what I'm saying? It's going to continue to be like that until he retires in 17 more years. So, hey, I'm just glad we get to witness it. He's the GOAT, undisputed. Like, there's no discussion about it anymore.
Nah,
he might be the greatest professional athlete of all time.
Slow.
Bold statement. I'm gonna say
it's a bold statement.
I'm not giving him that.
I think I am. I don't think there's.
How can you not?
One player with a better resume. You can say Bill Russell.
Compare sports. You can't compare sports.
I'm doing it right now.
People do it all the time.
Best of all time.
You can't do that. That's like because you got people that are track athletes and all kinds of different stuff. That NASCAR racers, like hockey players, you can't compare those players to other sports.
I just did. Tom Brady's the best of all of them.
Okay, we'll see about that. Wait till Giannis is done playing.
All right, I bet. that kind of leads in.
Speaking of Giannis, NBA is back, so we're gonna be starting to make NBA videos. Give you guys some news about that. It's been an interesting first week of the NBA. I mean, so we're gonna have those videos for you twice a week while still doing football videos. So
3 days a week of NFL talk and 2 days of NBA.
Stay tuned. We got a lot more
daily shows, boys. Daily shows.
Daily drops.
We're having a bunch of fun doing it. So hey, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Give us your thoughts, your opinions, and what you're excited for. We appreciate you guys.
See you guys.
How's it going?
Yeah.